Sex, dwarven, and dwarven for the number 6 never stops being funny. Sex, a beautiful union between those who carry the burden of a life upon their souls. Sex, fun! It's the orc lady again. Beware her manipulation. Yes, also, tell her she looks lovely. You look lovely to meet you again, Agent Viira. Absolutely fumble. Yeah, Mom worked a lot back then. She probably is the most. The girl stops talking at the talking and gives just a confounded look. I mean, she works a lot these days too. Her eyes widen. Your mom is Helga Hemlin? Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Esoteric Ebb. Previously, we finally started our investigations into the blown-up tea shop, only to discover that there was, in fact, a dead elf in there, having been caught in the explosion and hidden behind a flipped-over stone table. The elf, being a rarity in these parts, caused some concerns, because they are likely not just your average commoner. So, without further ado, let's continue looking into this matter. And first we're gonna talk to Visken, because I want to see if he has a scroll of Speak with Dead. So yeah, tell me about the dead elf. Yes, cleric. There are a few points to go over. 6 points of interest to be precise. He hands you a piece of paper with the points on them. Tell me which point you wish to go over. The goblin groans. Don't give him choices, we'll be here forever. You should pick the last point first, then go at random. Keep them on their toes. Start with the most important first. You need to know this. Who cares? Just get through the boring list as quickly as possible. Let's go top to bottom. 6 points of interest. What the fuck? Point 1. Transfer. Yes, it went fine. The body was ruined, of course, but still intact enough that, thanks to the charring, that gentle repose did what it should. I then had a subordinate carry the corpse wrapped in silk, a special fiber material. With minor damage, the transfer was complete. Folk identifier. It's an elf, right? Yes, your preliminary assumptions were very much correct. While even the teeth had been ruined, the fangs presented as clear evidence. This is an Ilum elf, one without horns or other bestial alterations. Point 3 just says sex. Yes, sex, surprisingly difficult to determine in elven folk. Sex, dwarven, and dwarven for the number 6 never stops being funny. Sex, a beautiful union between those who carry the burden of a life upon their souls. Sex, fun! God damn it. Sex would be nice, not with anyone in this place though. Oh, funny, this is probably not the best moment to attempt a joke. Yeah, we're investigating, we're asking about a dead, charred body. Go on. After much consideration, I established that this was, at the time of death, a female elf. Good to know. Thanks. Point 4. Mouth intact. It is. Which means you are able to cast Speak with Dead, cleric. Fuck yeah. I need some help with that. You know, I'll see what I could do. Next point. Illum identity. Point 5. This is an elf. This elf is clearly of Illum nature. Getting in contact with the embassy would be smart. Or foolish. I'd suggest speaking with Nicholas Darrow or his Valkyrie. Yeah, that sounds like trouble. That embassy is on the other side of town. Plus, they're not exactly known to be too welcoming of inquiries. Point 6. Hands. I found an object within the elf's grasp. However, it had a magical seal on it, causing it to break upon interference. Slowly and deliberately, the pale man shows you some dust in a vial. It was a chain, a gold chain. The esoteric enchantment upon it caused it to survive the explosion, however it fell apart upon losing contact with its host. Interesting. I apologize for not handling it better. Perhaps I could have gotten more info. Interesting. Very interesting. Indeed. I'm not sure how to look into it further, but it could be good to mention to Lady Sageleaf. Point 7. Cause of death. By easy answer is usually the correct one. Occam's razor. Or is that simplest? I don't know. She was incinerated instantly. The final shape of the body informs his judgment. I cannot determine if she sustained any minor damage before, but the way she ended up makes it clear she was moving until the fire erupted. That is all. Point 8. It says clerical compensation. No such point, cleric. What else? He's quick. The pale man is learning how to handle you. I have what I need. Give the papers back. Right, good. Now listen. Speak with Dead is a powerful spell. Where can I find it? Straight to the point. Necromancers are rare in this city. Some specialized clerics are taught it, but few are powerful enough to know it innately at 3rd level. However, for lack of a better way to put this, I know a guy. Tell me about this. Can I trust this guy? He wants you to pick up this spell so you can use it on the corpse. But it's in his interest somehow that you get the spell. So yeah, maybe. Can I get the spell scroll from the towers? As a low-ranking cleric, you can't get access to anything higher than 1st level. It's truly and utterly sucks. Tell me about this guy of yours. His name is Bondaval. He is or was an arcanist, a pupil of the fortress of Verdun, if you believe the rumors. A cursed and evil place you've heard about in stories since you were a child. Surely this is a necromancer. He can teach me to speak with dead? Bondaval is an eccentric fellow. You may find him down in the crypts. Right, I'll go look for him. If you treat him well, he will surely share his knowledge with you. Once you are in the crypts, one of the western coffins is a handle that may be rotated. Do so, then pull, his private area will be revealed. Sounds esoteric. It is, in fact, an entirely mechanical endeavor. I did not install it myself. Once you've learned speak with death, return and cast on the corpse. It needs back a knot. That is all. Anything else you need, cleric? Last time I met him, I didn't have Snell. So, Snell, what can you tell me about this guy? Goblin sneakily leans in and whispers back. You want the rundown? Right in front of him. Give me a rundown, Snell. Visken is the local mortician, unaffiliated, who works on contracts with the city. The HWBT has a deal with him, partly because he's a neighbor, and partly because he's not, human. A normal person. The goblin clears his throat and throws a glance back at the mortician. He's not the type you want to make enemies with, but, hey, he seems to like you, so good job on that. But my suggestion, keep your distance, just to be safe. I found this mimic in the city below. Show him your scarf. A mimic, he repeats. Oh! The creature peeks out of its folds. Scary thing. Master beware, and this one. How very, very quaint. You become familiar at an alarming rate, cleric. I am certain you will handle that monstrosity well. I hope you're not implying I'm also familiar. The pale man does not respond to the goblin's comment. What do you know about the tea shop? What did I say? I know as much as your average Norwegian. He does a humble shrug. A lie. He knows much more. How much does your average Norwegian know? How much does your average Norwegian know? Very little, I'm afraid. His eyes stated rather waver. He's looking at you, waiting for another question, despite your obvious information. The pale man is toying with you. And now you can tell me what you know about it. Of course. I heard of the explosion. I went out to investigate, only to find the tea shop caught up in a raging inferno. The Thorstein militia were already heading into action, so I went back inside as to not be in the way. Thorstein militia, basically a bunch of goblins keeping monsters from entering from the undercoast paths. They also do firefighting and are mostly funded by the HWBT. He is describing it with wonderful rhythm. Either he is a great storyteller, or this speech has been rehearsed. And that is that. Did you hear anything peculiar? A loud bang, some shouting afterwards. What sort of shouting? From the militia. They were rushing to the scene. The fire prevention declaration has truly done wonders to this city. How loud? It shook the ledge house, and mind you, this is not some ordinary basement. This is a remnant tower going hundreds of feet deep into the earth. You'd be surprised if anyone else that missed it. Nothing else? As the entire district almost turned into an inferno, yes, there was quite a lot of commotion. Nothing that stands out, however. Like, actually nothing else. Not that I recall. Are you sure? Paleman stares at you for a while. How thick are you? He does not want to tell you anything else. But while he's not been lying, there is something missing. Interesting. Well, you shouldn't pry more. Pretty sure. That's enough about the sound. What were you doing when the explosion occurred? Working. He motions towards the stack of papers. The explosion occurred at noon, but the day it happened was an... The explosion occurred at noon, but the day it happened was an official city holiday. Why would be working on Toll's leaving? Toll's leaving an all-weekend holiday to honor Earth's brother, Toll, as he left to explore the waste, usually celebrated with honey cakes and pearl wine. Pearl wine. Good shit. You were working on city holiday? Yes. You see his eyes fixating on you a bit too hard. He's searching for an answer just for a split second. Not a lie, something else. I was behind. You know how it is. Yeah, sure, anyway. I'm done asking questions about the incident. Okay, anything else? I have some personal questions. Stop. Stop. You're already wasting enough time. Just leave. The PLM shifts in his seat. He makes it clear he does not want to answer these personal questions. Very well. What the hell should I ask about? There's discontent in your stomach. Oh, gods, get out of here. The pale man produces a sound close to a cough. Well, I think I've asked most of these already in the past. Alright, let's see if we can figure out what's weird about this guy. We got plenty of stuff. And I think that's enough. Fuck yeah! Let's go. Let me take a sip real quick. You stand there mulling over all you know of this strange pale mortician when your attention is drawn to the air. The air around you is damp and dry, cold, piercing through the chainmail, leaving you with an uncomfortable feeling, a feeling that appears locked within this place, the tower. You close your eyes, focusing intently on that feeling all around you. It's not natural. It's very much esoteric. A negative energy flow permeates this place to its core. All of it is focused on a single point, this pale man. By the gods, he's covered in negative energy. Even words, it emanates from him. This is no human. What you are looking at here is but the thin disguise of a creature most foul, most powerful. No mere spellcaster, no mere arcanist, no mere wizard. A wizard. Visken is a lich! Oh, fuck yeah! Like an actual lich. Eat your soul and play with your bones type lich. Yes, you're afraid so. What do I do with this information? You have a choice. Either try to deal with it directly, or contact your authorities. You can also just walk away. No worse for wear. You should investigate this further. But what if... I don't mean to interrupt, cleric, but you've been standing here in silence for almost 5 minutes now. Was there anything else you wanted? Thank you, bye. Alright, I'm just gonna save before I try to confront this man about him being a fucking lich. Personal question. Yeah. I guess not. Okay. I'm not sure how I would, It's not an option. Alright. Do you have anything news to say, Kobold? Wiggling his little feet, the kobold follows your every move with cold, unflinching yellow eyes. Master say you behave. I have some questions for you. No. Okay, not that. Yeah, alright. Unfortunate. Let's go see about the... I think by crypt, it means this. So let's see if we can find the... coffin thing. Or is it... Is it this? Oh, that's the goblin place. So we should probably... there as well. Ooh, cardamom treat. Fuck yeah. What's this box? You brought the crate full of sand. They've imported sand to Norway. For what? Glass blowing? Inspect the crate. You notice a little marking on the back with the letters HWBT. The lid has been tossed behind it. Hey Snell, what's up with the weird crate of sand? Huh? Gobbler glances over at you and what you're doing. Let's see, that's his eyes shoot open, very, very wide. Nope, back off right now! He pushes away from you. Yeah, do as he says. As the two of you take a few steps away from the crate, he takes a breath. That cleric is a crate of mosquito sand. Without explaining further, the goblin sneaks up behind the crate and grabs the lid. Moving more carefully than you've ever seen him move before, he gently places the lid on top of the crate once more. Something must have startled it to make it push up the lid like that. He wipes some sweat from his brow. What would it have done to me if I... From what I understand, it would have choked you, drained your blood, and slowly mushed you inside the crate. It sounds like a good weekend. Now let's leave it the fuck alone. Sure. Okay. Okay, so not here. I guess this is in the crypt. It's a mortuary, technically. Where is the crypt? Not spellbook. Journal? Close that lower layer, it's all stud. Is it technically the part of the goblin layer? I mean, aside, I'm gonna wander around the city a little bit because aside from wherever the crypt might be, I do also have to go and see about getting the spellbook I got rebinded. So let's think. Crypt. I'm trying to... I'm constantly pressing M to try and get to the fucking map, but no, it doesn't work like that. Maybe at the Temple of Earth they have a crypt? I think. Either way, we need to go to Waterlane View first to get that book. So, let's do just that. Is the music in? Yeah. Fine. Hey, what's up, kid?
Huh?
Hey, it's you again. Buying something? I intervened between Rollo and Modissa. Yeah, I heard. That's good. I was worried something bad would happen. But don't tell Rollo I told you to go there. No worries. I won't. Good. We're lucky no one got killed. Give me... Citizen? I don't really care about any of those books. Yeah, let's, actually, maybe it might be wiser to go to the crypt first since it's right there. At least I hope the crypt is in there. Unless it's in the fucking... what is it called? City below. Engage. What's up, Doc? Okay, never mind. What's this box? Ballot box, I see. Ah. There's supposed to be queues here for election day. There's a couple thousand people, and also... yeah, I think I've interacted with that before already. Let's see. Enter. this a crib or this is an inch away? You're not even knock could solve this one. Some money lock gates behind this one. Alright, sure. Where the hell is the crypt? Don't make me fucking Google this shit. Oh, it might be that place. Is it that? It might be in the city below. I'm not entirely sure. I we were there last week, but I don't fully remember what the deal was. How did we get out? Hold on. How do we get the waterline view? Roller mill. Stick through here, or am I just going crazy? Or did we have to go down the... Ah, yeah, we have to go down the fucking... we have to go down the fucking mill. Why didn't I think of that? It's called fucking roller mill. Alright, it's this way, I believe. We have to go... Yep. Oh, shit. Well, hello, Rollo. The boys greet you with a hesitant, collected grunt and mumble. Oh. The kid mouths and glares at you. He's terrified. What are you doing? That's my question. Why are you boys loitering or what? Loitering? It's a meeting, an important meeting. Could you leave? Veritin breathed heavily. You see him nervous a glance to his friends, who sit quietly, attempting to not meet your gaze. It's just... Look, you really screwed us over on Waterlane. We'd worked hard to put a stop to that illegal paper. What a city! Your organization is equally illegal, or at least equally in a gray zone. Well, I disagree. We are just a political club. They're a newspaper with they're a newspaper without a license. And a club called The Resistance, the Wicked Resistance, and yes. Now, look, we're going to start the meeting. Don't interrupt. He glares at Snell for a second. Alright, no Wicked Resistance members, thank you for attending today's meeting. Important meeting. Shut up, goblin. The lanky kid sparks a tiny fire from his hand. He laughs at you. You think you look cool doing that? Damn child. The magic boy clears his throat. Esoteric initiate Earth niece here. The large one stands and raises his fist in the air. Stand Visken, yes! Don't shout, the quiet kid mutters. I'm here. Roll! He gives you a nervous look at you. Then he mutters, Master whispers. Your companion stifles a laugh. I told you it was a bad title. It should be First Spy. No, that sounds like a magazine protagonist. That sounds like a magazine protagonist. And Master of Whispers doesn't. It was the official title of Bird's Spy Master. Do I look like a master? He hisses, then goes quiet once more. Rollo awkwardly clears his throat. Also, present is the visiting Lord Cleric and his helper. Oh, I'm the help, am I? Oh, please don't react to that. Don't be such a nerd. Just because you're unable to even touch the stuff that doesn't mean others can't be cool. This is a joke, right? No! Cleric, we might not be many right here, but there are tons of members of the Norwican resistance around the city. This is a serious political movement. He said three kids, other kids are nervous. I mean, we're getting there. He claps his fist to his chest. Meeting begins. The large boy cheers. Sweet, when do we go home? Home? There's not much to talk about, right? Yeah, my dad doesn't like it when I stay out like this. Come on, guys, the election is just around the freaking corner. He says freaking instead of fuck, as a habit. Not upset his sensitive parents. I've got a mission, a big mission, like actually. I'll let him babble. I've received word from our contacts. You know, the short guy with the weird beard. They have a fixer. A halfling or a dwarf? No, just a short human. A resistant movement member? Yeah! We don't have too much info on the other groups, but there's this guy we call Shield God. He's at the palace. Probably a cleric. He knew magic and stuff. They sure tell you a lot of sensitive, a lot for a secretive organization. Amateurs. What are your orders? Just like he told us about the chant being printed here on Torstad, this time he let us know about another problem. An even bigger threat. Who? The disillusionment of youth? No. Capitalism? No, well, kind of. Racism? No. Although hatred against humans is a big issue. Oh, fuck off. Gender iniquity? No. Asgalizt? No, not this time. Free Striders? No, no, wait, yes. Yes, it's the Free Striders. Go on. He told me that the Asgani Reed's Trade Company, that's a Free Strider company. They apparently have some very important documents hidden in their office water lane. Specifically a contract for a deal called the Harbor Accords. He wants us to... Actually, he didn't specify what he should do. He never really does, but he strongly implied we should seize it for the state. But you know, without being detected. Stealthily. He wants you to steal from the Free Strider company. He wants us to seize it, stealthily. He repeats. He wants us to seize it stealthily. Tell me more about this contract. He's right. It's apparently very secretive, but the contract is kept hidden inside of the office. What do you know about this building? I heard it's pretty well. It's guarded pretty heavily. They've got a hippogriff on the roof. Griffin. It's a griffin. Griffin is the common spelling in Nordic, although griffin, and griffon can appear in various places across the Dimidorian lands. Whatever. Don't think there's magic locks though. That's usually hard for places with a lot of movement going on. Water. Makes sense. The goblin squints. You know, you sure know a lot about security, kid. In response, the kid looks around. My brother works at a locksmith. He does arcane locks sometimes. What do you know about this company? It's an evil free-strider parasite sucking the city from its resources. It's all made clear in our manifesto. Can I read it? No, it's members only. You only get to read the manifesto of the organization after you already joined? Yeah. Since you already investigated at this point, you can't leave. You can't leave, even if it's the wackiest manifesto since the hedonists. Hedonists, an infamous group of activists and anarchists spawned towards the end of the Coast War. They stand for something, probably. Mostly they are known for inciting riots and playing with demonic forces. Hilarious! Don't join. So what are you going to do? He thinks for a second. We just need to sneak in when it's dark. Locate the safe and crack it. It's apparently hidden behind a mirror. The info wasn't very specific, but hey, how many mirrors can they have? The boys silently and tensely glance around the roller mill. I am, like I said, Dad doesn't want me to go out on the street at night, so I'm a skip. Is it stealing illegal? Yes, Sen, it is. Don't be pussies! The leader gives a frustrated groan. This is the real deal. We can make a difference. Rollo, I don't think this is a good idea. You know what the Free Striders do? Oh yeah, litigation. I agree, it's a bad idea. Damn it! He turns to you and opens his mouth, and he closes and shakes his head. Sneaking or stealing sounds honorable. But should you really do it if it's a Free Strider joint? Well, screw it. We'll make up some excuse. But that sucks. Unless, he says suggestions towards you. Unless the cleric here wants to do it, then yeah, sure. Ooh. Where did you say that the freeze rider contract was? It's Asgalizt Reed's Trade Co. It's a water lane view, next to the warehouse and the bookbinder. Yeah, that! Seems like they've got it in a safe or something, probably hidden. But I believe in you. The companion rubs his eyes. He's trying not to comment with all his strength. I had some questions about the tea shop. Sure, hit me. All of you, I need the truth. Look at the others. We'll tell you anything we know. Yeah. Quiet kid nods. Where were you on the day of the explosion? I was home. Same. Quiet kid nods. What about you? Points to the lanky kid keeping a fire. Keep that geek's hatching a fire cantrip. He clears his throat. I was at Turley's place. His dad can vouch for it. And if I did have the power to cause an explosion like that, I wouldn't use it to blow up a tea shop. Even if it was an Asgalizt rat hole. You're all home then, during lunch on a work day? They nod. Well, I know brother was close enough. That's thank Earth he didn't get hurt. He told me about the fire being weird. Weird or something. Probably magical. So yeah, esoteric bullshit. He works the kiosk down below road. What do you know about the tea shop's owner? Some birdfolk, I don't know. I never talked to the guy. Rest of you? He's shrugging collectively. You ever hang out in the tea shop? No, of course not. It was an Asgalizt hangout. Modissa there was there a lot, from what I understand. But you know, I bet she knows all about it. That's all for now. This is an illegal organization conspiring against the city, or I'll do it. I'll get you the contract. I don't like the Free Striders, but I think I think they're the lesser of two evils against the fucking nationalists here. It's an illegal organization conspiring against the city. The large kid perks up. The quiet kid glances between you and Rollo. The 9 kid spawns a weak spark in his hand, looking nervous. What? No, it's not. Yeah, it is. No, it's not. But either way, you can't. You're leaving one way or another. Ooh. Should I fight them? You know what? Fuck it. Let's. I cannot save in dialogue. It took a while to get here, but yeah, but I'm watching you. Okay. That's all for now, thank you, citizen. I'll let them go for now. I don't want to... you approach the ladder once more. Long way to fall. Thank God you didn't have to try this harder this time. Yeah, let's just go down the ladder. You are at the bottom of the ladder. Hooray! We exit, we got the water lane view. I don't really feel like fighting some kids, even if they're assholes. Although it would be funny. I'm seeing this place during daytime ain't so bad. Hold on, let's see something. I believe something about the copper press was here. Let's go to news, but you should find the location of the copper press and name the secret editor. Rollo and his friends meet up in Rollo. They want you to see or document the freezer or on behalf of their secret contact with resistance. Alright. Right, let's see. Can we get up there? Not really. Okay. Let's first get the read and mead. Oh, we opens at sundown. Oh, okay. We need to go to okay. Later then. You know, we didn't get to go into this place earlier, so let's see what this is about. Oh. You know what? Hey, what's good? Hello, hot oak lady. The orc stands along the fancy furniture. A crackling fireplace lights up her face as you approach. Welcome to the Asgalizt Trading Company, cleric. It's the orc lady again. Beware her manipulation. Yes, also, tell her she looks lovely. You look lovely. You look lovely to meet you again, Agent Viira. Absolutely fumble. Right, you're the... hello, Agent. How's the freeze riding going? That's not a verb I usually hear, but it's going well. We're currently deep in paperwork with a new partner. A lot of work. He walks over to the desk, grabbing a piece of paper. It could be a good idea to search the guild warehouse below. Not only to find some goodies, but also to check what's going on, going in and out of the city. This wonderful street-style lady is the one who decides who comes and goes. So talk her into letting you enter the warehouse. If you ask that, she will think you mean something very different. It seems you were correct in the end. Your diplomatic efforts ended with the dwarves not holding that little rally. So well done. Not the hit we were hoping for, I suppose, but I did solve the problem. Yeah. Oh, don't worry, I'm not that petty. I'm not petty. Or I say otherwise. She's holding back rage, deep rage. Of course, I'm very busy. We're currently deep in paperwork with a new partner. A lot of work. She's clearly terribly angry at you still. Don't make this worse with you. Snell whispers to you. Persuaded to work with you despite your previous behavior. Yeah, sure. Fuck. Oh, thank fuck. Okay. Okay, it's time to solve this. Smooth talking style. So, like, manipulation? Something like that. Just give her a little something, then she'll give in. Viira? Yes. And make it clear that it's a good deal for both parties. Asgalizt Trading Company can stand to gain a lot from my help. Can it? Yes, as can I from yours. Well, from what I saw up there, the deal with the dwarves worked out in my favor, for a number of reasons, but that was a very different deal. Right now, we can both stand to gain. She glares at you, looking you up and down. Then her gaze softens, she sighs. Perhaps there is time. I assist you assist me, isn't that right? Sure. Deal. So what do you want, cleric? Her voice is rather cold still, but she clearly enjoys the business first attitude. About the tea shop owner. One greasy bird, but he's good at his job. What about him? What do you know about him? He's a yobu. Speaks through those mimicry voices. We've worked with him in the past. There was some kind of conflict with the ownership of his properties at one point with the HWBT. It was resolved. Where can I find him? No clue. Okay, next question. Any news about the tea shop? She sighs and grabs an envelope on the table. Terror puts a stop to any official investigations. He even had his guardian angel place the arcane lock on the entry. You mean Atia? Yes, his celestial pet. I like her. Do you? I've had the displeasure of to deal with her a few times here on Tolstad. Ever since she was handed the reins of Coin Lord Lapdog. She seems to enjoy mocking us lesser creatures, coming off almost petty. Strange behavior for such a transcendent creature. She adjusts her posture. Now, she opens the envelope and reads it to you. Bystanders suffered minor injuries. No real casualties found after a quick search of the premises. The flames were put down within the hour. Eyewitnesses indicate that the flames appeared alongside a loud explosion. A few unnamed people also mentioned the flames were blue for a short moment. Blue flames, huh? The rest go along with your info. Good to have it corroborated. Where do you hear all this? He smiles. We have our sources, too, my friend. Blue flames. You're not the first to mention that to me. Indeed. Clearly it indicates some type of magical origin. Sorry, I mean esoteric origin. She winks. Esoterical. Yep. How quick was the search afterwards? She smirks. Apparently only 10 minutes. Damn, that was quick. What's more interesting is that the official report does not mention any lead investigator apart from Darrow himself and the militia org. So, my guess is they just didn't do anything after the militia put out the flames and secured the structure. That's insane. They can't just do nothing. Clearly they can. He does not care, but she is intrigued. I didn't have any of these witnesses recorded. None, I'm afraid. We heard the halfways had one direct witness who identified himself. A frank fellow. But we found nothing more on that thread. The goblin mutters something to himself. This stupid fucking name, along with some profanities you do not wish to hear. Thank you for the info. No problem. Anything else? Hey, can I have that spell scroll over there? Points towards the desk. Oh, that? There's little something left behind by my superior during his latest visit. Don't judge it, please. Okay. I've told about the... I have a mimic. I think that she'd try to buy it, probably. What's with that thing in the fireplace? I'm not a thing! Oh, I'm a smoke vent! I was like, I'm not a thing! Tinnital, the hired smoke method. Method, an elemental spirit formed from primal energies. They are known to be selfish, violent, and yet useful when captured by controlling magic or given the right incentive. Don't mind him, he's harmless. I don't know exactly how we came over the contract, but I believe it was a Cargomitian fellow who handed it over. A smoke method. Keeps track of the unwanted visitors. So don't touch anything, cleric, unless you like getting seared. She smiles, her tusk gleams. Is there anything I can do to help? She walks over to a drawer and pulls out several papers. I got the perfect task for a strong cleric like yourself. She stuffs the yellow documents in your hand. AEFAS. AEFAs. A what? The Asgalizt Economic Free Strider Accord. We've been unable to hand them out previously due to a number of legal reasons that are being stripped away once we, if we land in a good position in the future government. So in preparation, we're opening talks with a number of local entrepreneurs. Having these handed out by an official cleric will make the process a lot more official. However, greatly expediting the process. At least our numbers seem to indicate that the folk are much more agreeable with city officials than our staff. I'm guessing you assume why. You want me to hand out the pamphlets? Oh, no. She taps the documents in your hand. These are legal documents showing every clause in the local EFA. Very generous terms that will greatly assist the local corporations in growth, revenue, and stability. We're not all talk, you know. We do actually support local infrastructure and businesses quite heavily. And the first step is getting those businesses to actually join the Accord. I'll think about it. Great! Once we get 3 Tolstoi businesses on paper, we'll have met our pre-election quota. That will make my bosses very happy. That will make me very happy. 3 businesses, huh? Yes, of course. If you want to deliver them more, just go ahead. The business need to be established, but not necessarily registered. If you're not sure, you can hand them out anyway. Off the top of my head, I can recommend visit Visken's Sledge House and the Drunk Sphinx, of course. But I'm sure you can find more. She winks. Come once you've handed them out. I'm sure I'll be sure to return the flavor. Alright, that's all for now. Thank you, citizen. Yeah, I guess that's it for now then. Famed article titled Octavio Durelius, Hero of Water Lane. This rug is a fake from how very glib. Alright, we're not gonna ask about the warehouse yet. I assume I'd have to do the favor first. Free trade. The upper entrance desk can't recall reads trade hall. Okay, what's up here? Oh, just the same thing. Okay. Cool. And what is this place? Oh yeah, this guy. Anything new? Here we. Oh fuck. Shit. Sorry. Nothing to do. Okay, that's fine. Then, let's head and make our report to... Oh, actually... What's that up there? Can't reach it? What about... What's this? Ooh. Killer Crossing, Lower Tolstad. Ooh. This is a cool area. The Deaths of Tolstad. Signs as dormitory, out of commission. Just, okay. Ooh. Isn't it? This. Drunk Sphinx opens at 1800. Not that. Cool that they have an entrance to the down here, right? Though. This is where it leads. Okay. Cool. Let's see if there's anything fun here. Something even further below. What is this? Marking on the doors is Simi, son of Strokeback. You approach the green door. An apartment in the hose, like any other. Knock. You knock twice in a polite fashion. I was very low, they probably didn't hear you. I'll wait. Standing in the pillar crossing like this, just waiting. It's calming. Don't think they heard. Bang on the door. Within seconds, a slit in the door slides open, from which you can see the glance of a hairy face. No milk! Why not? Why not? Lean in and stare through the slit. You hear a grumble on the other side of the door. Ah! Guess who it is, lad? See now? This is how everyone should react to my presence. Careful. Keep going like, going. And that big ego might not fit in the helmet anymore. Great to see you swing by, Mr. Cityman. Hold on, let me unlock the door for you. He closes the slit. You hear something yelling from beyond. Some yelling from beyond. Then you hear a click in the door. It is open. Time to make some friends. Alright. Fuck yeah. Wanted to go see these guys again. Unity of all folk. Let's talk to you first.
Oh?
The human woman frantically checks the pipes and rolling cogs of the thick copper press. She just gives you a quick glance, but she seems to recognize you. Mr. Clegg, you keep popping up. How'd the delivery go? Fine enough, the delay was a pain in the ass. But it was kind of worth it to see the look on those assholes' faces when you told them off. Rollo and his idiot friends keep interrupting at the worst possible opportunities. Maybe now they finally stop, but I'm busy. Very busy here, very busy. Can you be quick? Whatever it is you're here for. And why do you have this quiet HWBT guy with you? He weirds me out. Look, I'm just an observer, or cleric handler, I guess. Let's out a short laugh. Okay, I get it. A cleric handler, that's good. No shrugs. What is that thing? Copper press, she answers, without looking up. For the chant. Cool thing you've got going here. Thanks. Her voice drips with cold... thanks. Her voice drips with cold disdain. She would prefer to be appreciated by the rebels, the youths, and the cool people, not helmeted fascists. Did you set this whole thing up yourself? Why? You don't think I could? Whoa! She's reading way too much into that question. She does not want to be undermined. It's impressive, no matter who you are. She clicks her tongue and glances at you. I'm the second forewoman of the among the youth Asgalists. Had a talk? My mentor, she founded the youth Asgals from scratch, so I've got a lot to live up to. I've helped a bit before taking on the editing role, so I've run with the youth Asgalizt since I was a kid. But I didn't expect to take over all the Tolstad stuff. Well, I'm happy to do it, I admit, I'm spread a bit thin, and honestly, it stops and clears the throat. Until the election, we're all giving it 200%. Now, do you have any other questions, or can I get back to work? Who writes all the articles? I got the circle, an anonymous journalist. And no, I'm not giving you names. Why anonymous? Clicks her tongue and mumbles out the poem. Only bad folk live to see their likeness set in stone. And also, the Asgalizt movement's close to being branded as a heretical disease. Looking at their profile. She sighs. But I do write a bit myself, mostly to fill out debates. You're both an editor and a writer. That sounds fun. Sure. What do you write? Page jobs, mostly. Page job. A focused newspaper column featuring the opinions of a writer on a topic of relevance to a target audience. Tell me more. She groans and taps the machine. I write about current events, guild conflicts, strikes, corrupt officials, illegal spellcasting by clerics. Her eyes land on you for a second. Anything other than anything other newspapers won't touch, basically. What kind of writing are you inspired by? She laughs. I highly doubt you know any author I enjoy. Try me. She hits you with a grin. What have you unleashed? I enjoy Lady Sane Colflin. Her poem series should be mandatory reading for every young girl in Norwich if it were up to me. You'll be stuck here all day. Vtuber is my favorite modern Asgalizt author. It's fiction, but it's like so much more than that. I was like Vanessa D. Crawdad. She really has this, ethereal nature to her, don't you agree? The last one's fake. And the last one is fake. You made that last one up. She laughs. You got me. Just wanted to make sure you were awake. Okay, any more? Oh, and politically, I'm really into the early work of Helga Hemlin as well. It's really inspiring to read her collective early texts back when the Norwegian suffragette movement was just getting started. Did you know that she went from a peasant widow into the headliner of the biggest ever city protest in like the span of 4 months? Yeah, Mom worked a lot. Is that my actual mom? Yeah, Mom worked a lot back then. She probably is the most. The girl stops talking and gives you a confounded look. I mean, she works a lot these days too. Her eyes widen. Your mom is Helga Hemlin? Look around nervously. What are you yelling about? Morrison looks over the dwarf. The cleric just claimed that his mom is Helga Hemlin. The human suffragette. Yeah. The other dwarves start to mumble. Wait, you're not kidding, cleric. It's just my mom. Holy shit! The goblin turns away and mutters. That explains so much. That's crazy. Like, what the hell? Yeah, crazy. Anyways, I have some other questions. No, I've got some questions. Okay, fine. I guess I could answer some. Okay, well, I barely know where to start. She knows exactly where to start. Like, how is she as a person? Like, is she working on anything new? What's up with the Pro City forward in her latest collection? How much does she actually believe in Asgalian analysis? What's she voting in the election? Your companion appears equally invested in the conversation. Okay. I remember something about her writing a novel. She doesn't talk much about her work with me. There's a book on Asgalian analysis in her library. I think she's voting for the party of Norwich. There's a book on Asgalian analysis in her library. Really? That's so cool! I mean, it's pretty obvious she's into historical materialism if you just read between the lines in her last columns in the Post. Historical materialism, a form of thought arguing that societies throughout time develop based on the way people produce and distribute goods, with these material conditions creating a social class with conflicting interests that drive historical change through inevitable struggles for power and resources. Okay. I remember sometimes something about her writing a novel. She doesn't talk much about her work with me. That's cool. I was helping for another collection, I guess. Yeah, a collection would be nice. It would. Okay, that's enough. No more answers to your questions. Fine. Well, now since you've entertained me, I guess I can answer some more questions if you have any. Are you allowed to run a copper press in an apartment like this? You're a friend or not? Not a switch. Not a snitch, don't worry. She frowns. The city has a bunch of inane and, quite frankly, oppressive laws about what constitutes a legal printing business. All of this bullshit meant to keep people from printing stuff the city doesn't like. So anything saying this? You're saying anything the city should allow anything to be printed? So it is illegal then. Fuck off. Only illegal when the ones who decide they'll also laws on print media are also affiliated with the biggest political party in the city. Things get more dubious, but I can promise you, we're on the right side of history here. There's no sense of doubt in her voice. The girl's got more backbone than half the bureaucrats in the palace. But it's very dangerous for both her and those bureaucrats. I got something else to ask. Is there anything I can do to be of assistance? She looks you up and down. You really want to help? Absolutely. Okay then. I do have a quest for you if you're up for it. Sure, I'm cool with a quest. Nice. Well, it's more of a task really, like a fetch quest. If it's got a quest in the title, I'm up for it. Look, I've got a massive final print out before the election day. It's going to be our best edition yet. I've already written an article that shows my vision for a radical and egalitarian revolution of Norway. It'll be distributed all over the city, countryside included. But we're tight on ink. We must need a special type of ink to print out with copper sheets. What type of printing ink do you need? Coldridge. It's produced in reeds and shipped the coast. I usually get some of a vendor I know, but they're indisposed at the moment. Election stuff, you know. Why is she lying about this vendor? From what I understand, this entire shipment of Gilbert cartridges is just stuck in the guild warehouse. Since I only need a single set of cartridges to finish off the election edition, I could just walk in there and snatch it. I've even paid for it already, but the Asgalizt trade company controls it, and they will not let me inside. Not in 100 eras. I'll get it for you if I can. If you want to help the cause, that's one way to do it. It'll actually allow us to reach the entire city on election day instead of just like 60% of it. Tell me more about this vendor of yours then. Shrugs. Some shady guy I barely know got the contact from my predecessor. 60% is still pretty good. Sure, and well, we obviously focus those 60 on the most Asgard-friendly quarters, but beginning a full spread would surely help, even with some diminishing returns. I'd rather get access to the warehouse then. Good luck! It's down on Water Lane, right next to the Asgalizt trading company. Should be hard to miss. Is there anywhere else that I can find this ink you need? Nope, just a special quill was to do. Arcana machines like this became based. They drink what they drink. If you can get in, check the guild warehouse or on Water Lane. Okay. How about your relation to the tea shop? Love that place. Not because it was good, but lots of memories there. So you spent a lot of time there? Oh yes, we had Asgard youth meetings there once a week. Really sad to see it gone. I don't know what kind of trouble he ended up in, but I never expect Mr. Drummer to get into explosive trouble. He's not hiding anything from you. Anything else? Not really. He just served tea and made the clacking sound. Alphas might know more. The dwarf glances over at you with a frown. Leaning and whisper, what about an elf? Eyes go wide. We talked to her once or twice. Nice gal. She shuts her mouth and points to Alphos. Talk to him. Nod. Good. Anything else? I have some questions about you. You hear her let out a deep sigh along with a dwarven word. A dwarven expression meaning something like, I do not have the energy to deal with this right now. I'll be quick. Right, get on with it. What made you join the Asgalizt youth? Lots of things. I read Asgalizt for one. Some great works of political literature. I also saw the socioeconomic imbalance in Norwegian society growing up and felt like I had to do something about it, you know? Oh, and I found a great mentor in Miran. Miran? Yeah, she was the founder of the youth Asgalizt. She taught me a lot, taught me a ton. I've heard about her, real troublemaker. Trouble is just another word for change. Suppose that's true. Miran. How do you get this massive printer? Oh, I know what personal questions. Sure? Gives you a confounded, frankly disgusted look. Alright, that's all for now. Okay. 18. The thing should be open. I think let's talk with this guy real quick. Ask about the elf. And then we can start heading towards the warehouse. Mr. Cinnamon! You see a strong dwarven you see strong dwarves shuffling around inside the tiny apartment. The smell of confined sweat reminds you of that summer you spent as a farmhand on a plantation. Terrible memories. I'm forgetting to do the voices as we get later into the recording. Welcome to the Asgalizt Sanctuary of Tostad, or for short AST. Hell spells, it's like they're stacked on top of one another. An apartment full of nothing but dwarven wolves. They even breathe in here. What a wonderful sanctuary you've built here. It's central and it's small. He draws in the air with through his teeth and looks around. But we use what we've got to full efficiency. And now the question is, what can you do for the Asgalizt working party? Do you have anything particular in mind? The dwarf sucks in a deep breath through his teeth. Then he glances to his men before nodding slowly. We don't really need anything right now. What? No. Despair. I can find men out on water lane docks. I'm preparing switches and overseeing proper poster distribution, all in preparation for the Great March day before the election day. It looks like he's thinking of several other things he needs to be doing right now. He's trying to make you think he's busy. He might also be busy, but still. So no real need for a spell slinging cleric here, I'm afraid. Fair enough. It is what it is. Lectures are won through organization and press, not magic. Those days are long gone. If you wish to help them, do not offer cleric. Instead, offer assistance in printing. Speak with Medusa. We found a dead elf in the tea shop. Your face stiffens. He realizes something. An elf, you say? A dead one. Uh-huh. He mouths in your direction while glancing around the room. He knows something. You're gonna read him like an open book? Not right now. We're in the middle of something. Tell me what you know, Alphos. The elf was she? In the fire, yeah. Why didn't they? They didn't look properly. You know how it is. Ah, that is unfortunate. You see Medusa glance over to you, listen to this convo with a deep frown. Binge Athena was a friend of the movement. I suspect she would get involved in this somehow, but the dwarf closes his eyes. I hope she simply left the city. Who was she? She's a developer. Strange mix-up, I agree. But she was kind. He looks away as he says it. Who did she work for? Herself, from what I understand. Understood. Officially, she was connected with the Lim Embassy, or whatever they call it. The outreach. God damn! Ah! God, my throat is so dry and water is not helping. That's the one. So what, she was secretly an Asgalizt? I wouldn't go so far, but she helped. Whatever she was, she shared information. That was always helpful. Information? She would tell me things whenever I saw her. Intercepting a message sometimes. Leverage used in labor disputes. Business in the past, polling numbers before they're published, opposition that they had yet to strike. I'm sure she would have gotten her head on the PPG issue had she still been around. His eyes grows dark. Thinking about it, he helped immensely over the last few years. At those times. I don't care what she identified as. In my eyes, she was an Asgalizt, through and through. Did she have any enemies? Lots, I imagine. I wondered many times that granting us so much information could land her in danger. She did not care. She sounds like she was just the best kind of person, huh? He was alright. He muttered as his expression falls. You know anything about a necklace of fireballs? What? You mean the magic item? He knows nothing. That reaction is genuine. Yeah, did Pinya ever mention it? He shakes his head. Don't think so. Those are dangerous, aren't they? It's the one that started the Coast War. He stares at you for a moment. Just give me a second. Hold on. Did this tea-shop blow up because of one of those damn things? Possibly. I'm looking into it. Well, I don't want that kind of filth in Norwich. If there are those kinds of weapons lying around about here, I want it taken care of. We don't want another Coast War started over another damn evil fool with a bomb. Oh, I'm gonna find a fucking Miracles of Fireball in the warehouse, aren't I? What about the Elam? What did she think about them? No, I asked her once. No, she didn't exactly give me a straight answer, but something in me gut told me. She was trapped. That's what she looked like a trapped animal. I suppose that's why I hoped she had just up and left when we didn't hear from her. She deserved to be free, the girl. To be struck down in a damn tea shop. It's foul, really. What about the city? Did she know about the people in the past? He nods. I don't have any details, but yes, I'm sure. Was she connected with the Three Striders? I'm sure she was. Somehow, otherwise she wouldn't have known half the stuff she sent over. I think that's all I need for now. You know the tea shop that blew up? Tell me what you know. What I know? I know the damn well how happy I am that the boys were inside at the time. Especially happy that none of the youths got hurt either. They spent a lot of time there. Did you know the owner? Birdman? No, I never spoke to him. Spoke much with him. Something about him was never stuck quite right with me. And not just because of the voice thing. Just seemed like he was happy about hosting the youth meetings, letting us have official drink nights with local workers. But it seemed to be an opportunist, if anything. So somehow about the way he acted. Not sure, just gut feeling though. A man of intuition and little else. Where were you and your men on the day of the explosion? Busy as always. Now I can't keep track of every lad in there, but me myself, I was in the past at the time, applying for 5 or so PPGs alongside the foreman. Foreman, one of the leading members of the Norwich Asgalizt Council. Norwich Asgalizt Council, something called the NAC, is the group of foremen or for folk guiding the Asgalizt movement in Norwich. They lead workers' unions, movements, Asgalizt rallies, and the entire Asgalizt Workers' Party. NAC, Norwich Asgalizt Council, the top brass behind the city workers' unions and the whole Asgalizt movement in Norwich. I heard the boom, though most of the city probably did right at noon. No one really seemed to care that much. Even with the ball of smoke rising from Torstad rushed over, of course. And then no one died was a miracle, and I'm not one to assign divine intervention for nothing. Unfortunately, this is probably something I should have talked about before the Dead Elf, because that line does not work. What are your thoughts on the explosion? Three Striders, for sure. Well, the ploys, or plans, or schemes that blew up in their faces. They wanted to hire with their hired hags or an elementary mercenary gone rogue. I just know that no, they've been involved in this, and probably the owner, the drummer fellow as well. It's all about the t-shirt for now. I want to know more about you, Offers. You do ya? Do you think dwarves on the surface? How did you end up becoming an Asgalizt? Chance, mostly. I immigrated here with some family members. I was still young in my eyes. Coming to Norwich, suddenly being in your 30s meant that you were old. I liked it. I used my education as a bond and verse to join dwarf human activist groups around the city, helping any way I could in various guilds. Sometimes as a laborer, sometimes as a consultant. That is how I got contact with the Asgalizt party in its early days. I was not a founding member, but I was an assistant. Holding the title of third secretary of the Asgalizt party was my crowning achievement for a long time. Now, 20 years later, I'm a foreman. That means I report directly to the party council, while still keeping my boots on the ground. That's the way I like it. What is Bon Ember's thing? Family. I am a distant cousin of the rulers of Visken, of the Visken Rickedom. Something I am not proud of. The name is just a name, but knowing it has helped me over the years. I wish to distance myself as much as possible these days. Okay, that's I think all. I'll move on from that. Alright, the bathroom is surprisingly clean inside. Alright, I'll be heading out now, and I'll see if I'll start moving towards the warehouse. Is it sundown already? It is! What's good? Hello! A pair of piercing eyes gaze at you from beyond the veil of bushy feathers. I'm here to pick up my book. Yes, it is done now. Now you pay. Yes, how much do I owe you? The process was quite complicated, but I handled it like a pro I am. The payment was 250 Norwegian crowns. Oh boy, that's a fair amount for you. Hey now, you could purchase a basic spellbook for 50. However, if this bird is as proficient as he believes himself to be, then it could be worth the cost. How much money do I have? I'm not sure. Yeah, make him lower the price through pure charm. Fuck! Oh, success! Your comb is feathers, you know. Just say. I make the 100 I'll owe you big time. Would it be nice to have a cleric in your debt? True. Okay, pay 100 and then get your book. That's a nice big discount. Fuck yeah! With us in all 100 crowns from your pouch folding, and out of the slot in the door, you see the end of a paper wrap book. Take it. You open the wrap, discovering a wildly bound book. Its paper smell like fresh stamped floors. God, yes, it is. Yet it is easy to use. Opening it reveals a series of primal patterns. It is quite frankly a masterpiece of esoteric delight. Feels tingly to your touch. Extremely esoteric. You are happy, I can see it. You know, I still to the side as they peer at you from the slot. Now, be on your way and mention my services to your clerical friends. I am the best, you see. That needs to be known. Will do, General. Says at your new book. Anything else before you leave? And you want to drink at the tavern? Go drink at the tavern later? No. This then. Are you a scholar? You're interested in the arts? I'd love to hear more about you, and Alkin in Norway is not so common. I was trained in the knowledge back in Three Wings. I know many things. Three Wings, the name of the bird folk tribes which ruled far inland in Divini Thorum. They unified 57 years ago and created sovereignty based on Asgalian ideas. They were subjugated by the Golden Horde 32 years ago. Inland, a term for travel towards the endless waste, away from the coast. But only talkers said, busy. If you want scholarly teachings, go speak with my upstairs neighbor. Gnome never stops talking. Oh, Slurry! He's not a gnome, he's a halfling. You know him, good. I will not learn the difference between gnomes and halflings for the same reason you people will call my kind birdfolk, clumping us together with the foul feathers of the darker birds. Racism. Yeah, mostly. Spite. Okay, sure. Thank you for your time. Let's see if we can ask permission to get inside that warehouse. We might have to give those flyers out first, though. Peg, I'm working late, as you can see. She gives you a trademark smile. I do almost every day, if you can believe it. And access to Guild Warehouse. Yes! She looks at her notebook. Have you delivered the document? No. She looks at her notes. Right, I was just waiting to hear back from the signees in that case. Should be any minute. We actually have to get some people to sign the papers, it appears. 3 local entrepreneurs, was it? Might be a challenge, but we'll see. Sure, I guess we'll do that. Yeah, we can start with this further, but I think this is where we're ending today's episode. If you liked it, please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.